The Internet, a failed project. Chapter 1. The birth of an idea. In the heart of the academic world, a revolutionary idea was taking shape. The year was 1969, an era marked by a tapestry of significant events like the Apollo moon landing and counterculture movements that sparked change. Amid all this, a select group of forward-thinking scientists were contemplating a profound concept. Inspired by the potential of the nascent field of computer technology, they dreamt of a global network, a web of connections that could link computers across the world. They envisioned an interconnected world where the exchange of information was not limited by geographical boundaries or slow communication systems. But the full promise of this vision, as groundbreaking as it was, remained confined within the speculative realm, an exciting possibility yet to become a reality. This was a world where the Internet was yet an idea, a spark in the minds of visionaries, a dream that lingered on the edge of possibility. Chapter 2. The Military Secret. The military, ever watchful for technological advancements that could provide a strategic edge, saw tremendous potential in this concept. Under the guise of national security, this project, named ARPANET, was developed in utmost secrecy. As the network of interconnected computers grew, the military found in this technology an invaluable asset for communication and data sharing. So, the Internet, a term coined to describe this intricate web of connections, remained a military secret, the knowledge and potential of it locked away in classified documents and secure facilities. The potential of this technology to transform civilian life, to democratize access to information, was never realized. This was a world where the Internet, a tool that could have been a catalyst for change, was held back, its wings clipped before it could take flight. Chapter 3. The World Without the Web. In this parallel universe, the rhythm of life was markedly different. Information and communication were tangible, physical entities. News was delivered in the form of printed newspapers, personal messages were handwritten letters, official documents were faxed, and conversations happened over telephone calls. The television, with its limited channels, was the centerpiece of the family living room, and radio waves carried the voices of leaders, scholars, and entertainers alike. Knowledge was stored in physical libraries, and accessing it required a dedicated trip, a library card, and often hours of searching through card catalogs and bookshelves. People's understanding of the world was largely limited to their immediate geographic surroundings, and the wider world remained a mystery, its secrets only revealed through physical travel or through second-hand accounts in books and magazines. This was a world where information was not at one's fingertips, where the world was large and exploration was a slow, deliberate process. Chapter 4. Disconnected Societies. Societies grew and evolved in relative isolation in this version of the world. The Internet's role as a global platform for shared human experiences, for the exchange of ideas and culture, was absent, and as a result, national identities remained more distinct, more insular. Activism was a local affair, tethered by the constraints of geography and limited communication channels. News and information were often filtered through state-controlled media or local newspapers, making the sharing of ideas across countries an arduous task. Without the Internet's leveling influence, traditional power structures remained largely unchallenged, and the voice of the common man struggled to be heard. This was a world where borders were not just physical demarcations, but also barriers to the free flow of information and ideas. Chapter 5. Economy in Isolation. Economies, too, existed in a state of relative isolation. The intricate web of global trade, enabled by the Internet in our world, was a far-fetched dream in theirs. Trade was mostly physical, and economic interdependence was largely limited to neighboring countries. The concept of a global marketplace was non-existent, and the notion of working remotely for a company located in a different country was laughable at best. The economic growth of countries was a slower process, heavily reliant on domestic industries and resources. This was a world where economies were islands, where the idea of an interconnected global market was a distant dream yet to be envisioned. Chapter 6. Science and education. The impact of the absence of the internet was keenly felt in the realms of science and education. Scientific progress was slow and painstaking. Collaboration between scientists was limited to those within reachable distance, and the latest advancements in a field could take years to disseminate globally. Education was bound by the confines of physical textbooks, and the dream of universal access to knowledge was a distant ideal, yet to be realized. This was a world where the pace of innovation was restrained, where the spark of a new idea took time to ignite the flames of progress. Chapter 7. Media and Entertainment. The media and entertainment industry in this world was a far cry from the on-demand, digital-first model we are accustomed to. Movies were watched in theaters or on television, music was played on radios and vinyl records, and books were tangible objects that filled shelves. The idea of streaming content, let alone creating and sharing it with the world in an instant, was unheard of. Stars were born on movie sets and concert stages, not in living rooms or via viral videos. This was a world where creativity found expression through physical mediums, where entertainment was a communal experience, not a solitary one. Chapter 8. Technological Innovations. However, the human drive for connection and communication found other routes. Satellite technology advanced at an accelerated pace, and the humble telephone became a universal household appliance, shrinking the world one dial at a time. Cable television networks stretched across continents, and fax machines became the standard for quick written communication. In this world, the focus was on enhancing these existing technologies rather than inventing something as disruptive as the internet. This was a world where innovation followed a different trajectory, where technology evolved to serve existing means of communication, not revolutionize them. Chapter 9. A Peek into the Digital Realm. The world was jolted when the secret of the internet was accidentally revealed. A military technician, disenchanted with the secrecy and the potential misuse of power, leaked the existence of this hidden network. The revelation sent shockwaves throughout the globe. The concept of an interconnected digital network was so foreign, so extraordinary, it sparked a global conversation. There was excitement, of course, at the potential of such a technology. But there was also fear, apprehension about the societal upheaval such a network might bring. Governments were quick to suppress the information, but the idea had already taken root in the public consciousness. This was a world where the existence of the internet was a shocking revelation, a glimpse into a digital realm that was both exciting and terrifying. Chapter 10. The Future Unplugged. As societies around the world grappled with the knowledge of the internet's existence, they pondered the future in an unplugged world. Some dreamt of leveraging this technology for public good, imagining a world with democratized access to information and global connectivity. Others feared the potential for misuse, the loss of privacy, and the societal changes such a network could bring. But life moved on. Without the World Wide Web, humanity found other ways to connect, to communicate, to share knowledge. This was a world where the internet was a tantalizing possibility, a vision of the future that sparked both dreams and fears. In this parallel universe, the story of the internet is a tale of unfulfilled potential, a groundbreaking invention that could have transformed societies, economies, and cultures, but remained a military secret. This alternative history serves as a poignant reminder that innovation alone is not enough. It is the application of innovation, its integration into everyday life for the betterment of society, that truly defines the trajectory of human progress. This is a world where the internet was not a failed project, but a dream deferred, a promise yet to be fulfilled.